Scandal forced to leave United States and TLC destroyed Julia Trubkina and Brandon 90-day fiancé. Hello friends, I am Elena, welcome to my channel. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. The shocking downfall of Julia Trubkina and Brandon from 90-day fiancé has captured the attention of fans worldwide. Once celebrated for their dramatic love story, the couple is now facing consequences that have left their future uncertain. Allegations, public scrutiny, and network decisions have culminated in a situation that has left many questioning what went wrong behind the scenes. Julia Trubkina, known for her bold personality and unapologetic demeanor, entered the spotlight as Brandon's fiancé, bringing with her a mix of charm and controversy. Fans initially admired her confidence and determination, but as their relationship unfolded on-screen, tensions and disagreements became increasingly visible. Social media buzzed with speculation as viewers dissected every argument, misunderstanding, and dramatic moment. Turning point in the scandal came when immigration issues surfaced. Sources close to the couple revealed that Julia faced significant legal challenges that threatened her ability to remain in the United States. Despite prior attempts to navigate the complex immigration system, her status became a matter of public concern. The revelation sparked widespread debate online, with fans expressing outrage, sympathy, and disbelief in equal measure. Discussions ranged from criticisms of the couple's decision-making to broader commentary on the immigration system and reality TV ethics. As the story unfolded, the role of TLC, the network behind 90-Day Fiancé, came under intense scrutiny. Allegations emerged that the network had pressured the couple to continue filming despite serious personal challenges. Critics argued that TLC prioritized ratings over the well-being of its cast members, while supporters suggested that the network had provided opportunities that Julia and Brandon could have leveraged more effectively. Social media users dissected interviews, promotional material, and public statements, looking for evidence of manipulation or negligence. The narrative painted a picture of a network caught between entertainment demands and real-life consequences. Brandon, who initially appeared calm and supportive, found himself facing backlash as well. Fans debated his role in the couple's struggles, with some questioning whether he had adequately supported Julia during her immigration battles. Rumors circulated about conflicts between Brandon and TLC producers, hinting at behind-the-scenes disagreements that may have influenced editing choices and story arcs. The combination of personal turmoil and public exposure created a perfect storm that left the couple vulnerable to criticism and speculation. As the scandal intensified, online communities played a significant role in shaping public perception. Fan forums, social media platforms, and discussion boards became hotbeds for analysis and rumor. Memes, videos, and posts dissected every aspect of Julia and Brandon's relationship, from financial disputes to personal behavior. The rapid spread of information and misinformation amplified the controversy, making it difficult for the couple to address claims without further inflaming the situation. The digital age, it seemed, turned private struggles into public spectacles almost instantly. TLC eventually responded, though their statements were carefully worded. The network acknowledged the challenges faced by the cast while emphasizing its commitment to responsible storytelling. Fans and critics alike scrutinized these statements, debating whether TLC was genuinely concerned for the couple or primarily managing the network's public image. Meanwhile, Julia and Brandon released personal statements attempting to clarify their situation. Julia emphasized her desire to remain in the U.S., citing personal and professional commitments, while Brandon expressed frustration with misinformation and public judgment. Despite these efforts, the narrative had already taken on a life of its own, fueled by a combination of media coverage and social media speculation. Financial implications also emerged as a significant concern. Reality TV participants often rely on network contracts, sponsorships, and appearances for income. With the scandal unfolding, questions arose about how Julia and Brandon's revenue streams might be affected. Reports suggested potential contract disputes, loss of sponsorships, and challenges securing future opportunities within the entertainment industry. For fans who had followed the couple's journey, this dimension added another layer of tension and concern, highlighting the real-world stakes behind televised drama. The impact of the scandal on the couple's personal lives cannot be overstated. Close sources indicated that Julia and Brandon experienced intense stress, including emotional strain, family pressures, and the challenge of navigating a high-profile legal battle. Friends and family reportedly struggled to support the couple while dealing with the intrusion of public scrutiny. Mental health concerns became a topic of discussion among fans and commentators, emphasizing the human cost of reality TV fame. The situation raised broader questions about how networks, audiences, and media outlets engage with the personal struggles of cast members. Despite these challenges, some supporters remained steadfast in defending Julia and Brandon. Fan campaigns emerged online, advocating for understanding, privacy, and empathy. Hashtags promoting their story trended on social media, highlighting the divide between critics and supporters. These efforts underscored the complex nature of public perception, illustrating how reality TV stars can simultaneously be vilified and celebrated depending on narrative framing and audience perspective. Ultimately, the scandals surrounding Julia Trubkina and Brandon represents a cautionary tale about the intersection of personal lives, legal realities, and entertainment pressures. Forced to confront immigration hurdles, network expectations, and public judgment, the couple's experience highlights the vulnerabilities inherent in reality television. Their story serves as a reminder that behind the drama and sensational headlines, real individuals face consequences that extend far beyond the screen. As the situation continues to evolve, fans remain invested in the outcome. Questions about Julia's legal status, the couple's future on television, and their personal well-being dominate discussions online. Whether Julia will successfully navigate the immigration system, whether TLC will reintegrate the couple into future projects, or whether their relationship will withstand these pressures remains uncertain. What is clear, however, is that the scandal has left an indelible mark on 90 Day Fiancé, sparking conversations about ethics, responsibility, and the true cost of reality TV fame. In conclusion, the story of Julia Trubkina and Brandon is more than a tabloid headline. It is a complex narrative of love, struggle, and public scrutiny. Forced to leave the United States, criticized by fans, and embroiled in network controversies, the couple's journey illustrates the intersection of personal ambition and public spectacle. As TLC navigates its role in their story and fans continue to debate the couple's choices, the scandal remains a potent reminder that reality TV, while entertaining, can have profound real-life consequences. Julia and Brandon's saga will likely be remembered not just for the drama on-screen but for the real challenges they faced off-screen, challenging both viewers and networks to consider the human reality behind televised narratives. The world of 90 Day Fiancé is no stranger to secrets, lies, and shocking revelations, but the latest development involving Darcy, Stacey, and Georgie has left fans stunned. What initially seemed like a manageable relationship challenge has escalated into an explosive confrontation, exposing hidden truths and testing familial bonds in ways nobody anticipated. Darcy and Stacey, two of the show's most outspoken personalities, have always been fiercely protective of their interests, emotions, and the people they care about. Their dynamic is often intense, filled with sharp wit, rapid-fire dialogue, and emotional vulnerability. This time, the target of their combined scrutiny is Georgie, a figure who, until recently, had maintained a composed exterior that belied the truth he was hiding. The revelation that Georgie had been keeping a major secret has thrown the household into chaos, leaving everyone involved scrambling to process the implications. It all began quietly. Georgie, typically reserved and cautious with his words, had been acting slightly distant over the past few weeks. Observers and family members initially attributed this to typical stress or external pressures, but the tension was building beneath the surface. Darcy and Stacey, naturally intuitive and perceptive, began noticing inconsistencies in Georgie's statements. Small contradictions, subtle shifts in behavior, and unexplained absences all painted a picture that something significant was being concealed. The revelation itself was seismic. While many assumed it would be a minor oversight or a harmless omission, the truth was far more consequential. Georgie had been keeping a financial secret, an undisclosed investment, and a series of personal expenditures that he had never mentioned. To Darcy and Stacey, this was not merely about money. It symbolized a deeper issue of trust and transparency. Relationships, especially those under the public eye, are built on honesty, and discovering deception in any form triggered an immediate emotional response. Darcy, known for her intensity and unwillingness to tolerate dishonesty, confronted the situation head-on. Her response was sharp, emotional, and unfiltered. The words, "I'm not stupid," encapsulated the feeling that had been simmering for days. She felt betrayed not only because Georgie had hidden the truth, but because she had invested time, energy, and emotional trust into a relationship that was now tainted by secrecy. Stacey, her sister, shared this sentiment, albeit with a slightly more measured but equally firm approach. Together, they challenged Georgie to explain himself, demanding answers that had been long overdue. Confrontation was emotionally charged. Darcy's voice carried frustration and hurt, while Stacey's commentary added weight and perspective, reinforcing the seriousness of the issue. For Georgie, the moment was undeniably difficult. Tempting to justify his secrecy, he cited fear of judgment, anxiety over potential conflict, and the desire to manage certain matters independently. While these explanations offered some context, they did little to mitigate the emotional impact. To Darcy and Stacey, concealment of this magnitude could not be easily excused, regardless of intent. Social media erupted almost immediately after news of the confrontation leaked. Fans of the show expressed a mixture of shock, sympathy, and anger. Some sided with Darcy and Stacey, emphasizing the importance of transparency in any relationship, especially one scrutinized by the public. Others empathized with Georgie, recognizing that fear and personal insecurities often drive individuals to hide truths they feel unable to share. This debate highlighted the complex dynamics at play, where personal responsibility, emotional expression, and public perception intersect in unpredictable ways. The aftermath of the revelation has rippled far beyond the immediate family drama. Friends, extended relatives, and the 90-Day Fiancé community have all weighed in, creating a cascade of opinions and speculation. Darcy and Stacey, meanwhile, have had to navigate their own emotional responses while managing the very public fallout. They are forced to ask themselves difficult questions. Can trust be rebuilt after deception? What boundaries must be set to prevent future concealment? How does one reconcile personal loyalty with emotional self-protection? These are not questions with easy answers, and the sister struggle resonates with anyone who has faced betrayal or dishonesty in close relationships. Georgie, for his part, faces an equally challenging reckoning. He must confront the consequences of his actions while attempting to repair damaged trust. The secrecy, once hidden behind polite conversation and controlled appearances, now lies fully exposed. Moving forward, he will need to demonstrate accountability, openness, and a willingness to engage honestly with Darcy, Stacey, and anyone affected by his choices. The road to reconciliation is rarely smooth, and in the world of reality television, every misstep is magnified under the unrelenting gaze of cameras and public scrutiny. This conflict also raises broader questions about the pressures of life in the public eye. 90-Day Fiancé participants are not only navigating personal relationships but also the weight of audience expectations, producer influence, and social media commentary. These pressures can intensify ordinary conflicts, turning what might have been a private issue into a spectacle with global attention. The Darcy-Stacey-Georgie situation exemplifies how personal secrecy can escalate into public drama, demonstrating the high stakes of honesty in reality TV relationships. Despite the tension, there are glimmers of hope. Darcy and Stacey's confrontation, while explosive, is also a step toward clarity and resolution. By addressing the issue directly, they force Georgie to acknowledge his actions and consider their impact. This confrontation, painful as it is, opens the door to dialogue, accountability, and potential healing. Reality TV often thrives on conflict, but the underlying human truths, betrayal, trust, love, and disappointment, remain relatable to viewers worldwide. As the family continues to navigate the fallout, the future remains uncertain. Darcy and Stacey are determined to protect their emotional well-being, setting boundaries and demanding transparency. Georgie must reckon with the repercussions of his decisions, proving whether he can rebuild trust and maintain meaningful connections. For fans, this saga is both entertaining and deeply human, illustrating how even small secrets can grow into monumental conflicts when honesty and trust are compromised. In conclusion, the explosive confrontation between Darcy, Stacey, and Georgie is a compelling reminder of the fragility of trust and the power of honesty. Secrets, no matter how seemingly minor, carry the potential to upend relationships, especially in high-pressure environments like reality television. Darcy and Stacey's fierce response underscores the importance of accountability, emotional clarity, and personal integrity. Georgie's challenge is to respond with transparency, self-reflection, and a commitment to rebuilding damaged relationships. As the story unfolds, viewers are left with a gripping narrative of betrayal, confrontation, and the difficult, often messy journey toward reconciliation. In the world of 90 Day Fiancé, drama is never far from the surface, but so too is the potential for understanding, growth, and the hard-won restoration of trust. Fans of 90 Day Fiancé, happily ever after, were recently sent into a whirlwind of surprise and curiosity after photos from Yara's teenage years surfaced online. The images, shared through social media and fan forums, revealed a side of Yara that few had ever seen before. Yara, known for her radiant looks, playful personality, and emotional roller coasters on the show, looked almost unrecognizable in these throwback snapshots. Jovi Dufresne, her husband, was reportedly left in total shock upon seeing the images. Contrast between the Yara he knows today and her teenage self was so striking that it sparked a flood of reactions from fans worldwide. Social media quickly exploded with comments, memes, and side-by-side comparisons, with fans dissecting every detail of the transformation. The interest was not just casual. It became a full-blown conversation about beauty, growth, and change over time. The photos themselves painted a vivid picture of a different time in Yara's life. Some images showed her with a completely different hairstyle, from shorter cuts to long, flowing locks in shades that were once experimental and bold. Makeup was minimal, and her natural features shone through in a way that fans found both charming and revealing. Other photos captured candid moments from school events, vacations, and family gatherings, reflecting a side of Yara that was vulnerable, authentic, and entirely human. One of the most striking aspects of these images was how much Yara had matured in both appearance and personality. While her teen years were marked by experimentation and growth, the current Yara is polished, confident, and fully aware of her presence on television and social media. Fans pointed out that the transformation was not just physical but also reflective of personal evolution, a journey from teenage uncertainty to adult self-assurance. Jovi's reaction underscored the power of this change. Sources close to the couple revealed that Jovi initially struggled to reconcile the playful, youthful girl in the photos with the strong, assertive woman he married. His shock was a mix of nostalgia, surprise, and admiration as he processed the extent of Yara's growth over the years. Conversation extended beyond personal reactions. Fans debated the factors that contributed to Yara's dramatic transformation. Some suggested makeup, hairstyling, and fashion choices played a significant role. Others highlighted possible cosmetic enhancements or simply the natural evolution of beauty with age. Social media commentators, bloggers, and even pop culture analysts weighed in, emphasizing that transformation stories like Yara's resonate deeply because they reflect universal experiences of growth, change, and self-discovery. Interestingly, the teen photos also offered a glimpse into Yara's personality before the cameras of 90 Day Fiancé began documenting her life. In many snapshots, she appeared carefree, adventurous, and occasionally shy, giving fans an intimate look at her formative years. This side of Yara had been largely absent from public view until now, making the revelation all the more compelling. Many viewers expressed surprise at her sense of style during her teenage years, noting a mix of experimental trends and early indications of the confidence she would later display on screen. Jovi's shock has sparked broader discussions among 90 Day Fiancé fans about relationships, perception, and the realities of growing up in the public eye. Many viewers empathized with his position, noting that discovering past images of a partner can be both jarring and fascinating. Social media polls showed a wide range of fan reactions. Some expressed admiration for how Yara has grown, others teased Jovi for his exaggerated shock, and many simply marveled at the striking difference between past and present. Conversation has transcended the show itself, turning into a cultural discussion about how young people evolve into adults, how social media preserves these moments, and how partners navigate surprises from the past. Moreover, Yara's response to the photo reveal has been equally telling. She posted her own reflections, sharing humor, humility, and a sense of pride in her growth. Her captions were playful, yet thoughtful, emphasizing that transformation is a natural and exciting part of life. By addressing the teen photos herself, Yara controlled the narrative and turned what could have been a purely shocking revelation into a moment of connection with fans. Her openness highlighted a mature approach to public scrutiny and reinforced her image as a relatable yet aspirational figure. The fanbase reacted immediately. Some fans noted that Yara's transformation reinforces the idea that beauty and confidence are fluid, evolving through experiences, self-expression, and personal development. Others pointed out that the emotional impact of these revelations can be significant in a relationship, reflecting the balance between admiration, surprise, and even nostalgia. Jovi's initial shock became a talking point not just about appearance but about love, acceptance, and navigating past experiences in a committed relationship. The story transcended mere gossip, becoming a conversation about growth, adaptation, and the human experience. As discussions continued, media outlets and fan pages amplified the narrative. Headlines such as "Jovi shocked beyond words" and "From teen to TV star," Yara's incredible transformation dominated entertainment feeds. Analysts dissected everything from hairstyles to wardrobe choices, sparking debates about the authenticity of transformation and the role of public perception in modern reality television. Experts in social media and celebrity culture weighed in, emphasizing that the fascination with Yara's teenage photos reflects broader societal interests in before and after stories, nostalgia, and the evolution of public figures. Ultimately, the story of Jovi's shock and Yara's teen photos underscores the dynamic nature of fame, relationships, and personal growth. The images are more than just pictures. They are a testament to change, resilience, and the ways in which public figures navigate the complexities of their evolving identities. Fans were reminded that every individual has a past, and that past can be both surprising and enlightening when revealed. Jovi's reaction became emblematic of genuine human responses: shock, admiration, and reflection, all wrapped into a single moment of discovery. In conclusion, the jaw-dropping transformation of Yara from her teenage years to her current life on 90 Day Fiancé continues to captivate audiences. Jovi's shock resonated widely because it reflected a universal truth: people grow, change, and evolve in ways that can astonish even those closest to them. Teen photos not only revealed a previously unseen side of Yara but also sparked meaningful conversations about identity, love, and the passage of time. As fans continue to discuss, share, and analyze the images, one thing remains clear: Yara's transformation is a powerful reminder that life is an ongoing journey of growth, surprises, and discovery, and even the people we think we know best can astonish us with glimpses from their past. The story remains trending across social media, with fan pages, entertainment blogs, and reality TV commentators continuing to explore every angle. The fascination is unlikely to fade soon, as Jovi's shock and Yara's